This is a case with a long and troubling history. It started in June of 2020. We had previous hearings in previous years, multiple violations, multiple infractions. Someone died on this piece of property. I had ordered as a compliance order that no one reside in the property, and he was in clear violation of that in June. Now, Mr. Bush was involved as property counsel. I believe they did complete the sale of this property, and the restitution was to come out of the proceeds of the sale. However, this township was requesting 90 days of jail as a criminal contempt for violating the compliance order. Because there was the potential of a jail sentence in this zoning violation hearing, I asked the public defender if they would have counsel available for Mr. Jelinek. So Mr. Tim George was appointed. Mr. George, have you ever had any contact with the defendant?
No, Your Honor. My office has reached out to him with no success. I tried reaching out to him with no success. I do know that we do have our mailing that was sent back to us.
Mr. Kuhlman, did the sale go through?
Yes, Your Honor, it did, and I'm in possession of a check for $7,500 for that criminal contempt portion of it. I have held on to it because it was my understanding that you were considering it, but had not ordered it. But I do have a check dated July 2nd of 2025.
Ms. Gershwant, what's the village's position?
There's been a significant disregard for the direct orders of this court, including to appear here in person today. I am still requesting the 90 days jail, in addition to the $7,500.
I don't think the defendant was here on June 25th.
I believe Mr. Jelinek was present via Zoom.
Was he?
Yes, it was.
And he knows about this hearing. You've placed a municipal lien on the property for $7,500. We need to do something with that. Check for $7,500 may be released to Constantine Township, be held in trust until further hearing. At some point, my intention was to take some testimony regarding the contempt. Mr. Kuhlman presented the pictures that indicated clearly they were living in there. And, you know, my hair was on fire with the guy about all the terrible things that had happened in this property. Then at one point his son was in there and they got him out of there and then he was in there. So I wasn't very happy and the township wasn't very happy, but right now, we can't just leave this uncashed $7,500 check released to the township to be held in trust till further order of the court. I'm going to do a bench warrant for James Jelinek for failing to appear at this hearing. They can't apply it to the general fund or otherwise reallocate it if I don't find a finding of contempt. One option would be to take testimony right now regarding the violation and find that portion of the contempt, but I don't want to do the hearing twice if and when we find him. If we don't, then the township can ask for a hearing to release the funds permanently. And I could make a finding after sworn testimony regarding the violations and at least issue the $7,500 civil contempt. I had heard that Mr. Jelinek left the state. I don't know whether that's true or not. Mr. Bush had some insight to this. Mr. Jelinek knew this day was coming, took, I guess, the other proceeds of the sale and left the state. All right. If after 90 days, bench warrant not served, township can request hearing to forfeit the $7,500. Ms. Gershwant, does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Mr. George, thank you for this.
Yes, sir.
You haven't had this kind of case exactly, but it's hard to represent your client when he doesn't ever have any contact with you. And I went out of the way to make sure that he would have representation in this matter. So the township is still requesting jail, and it's still a realistic possibility.